Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends when you're watching this. My name's Paul and I'm your module leader for the Essentials of Music Theory. I've been interested in music theory since a very young age. I want to know not only why things work, but where they work and how they are used. And I'll share a funny story with you, at least I find it funny. At a young age, I dismantled a vacuum cleaner. I wanted to know how it worked. And when my dad came in, I expected him to go absolutely crazy, but he didn't. He just said, well, okay, you've taken it apart, now let's put it back together again and talk about how each bit works. That's that sort of curiosity. And it's the sort of curiosity I'd like to encourage in this module. Not only what are the parts of music theory, but why do they work together? What is it that makes them what they are? And how do they create that wonderful thing that we're all enjoying studying, which is music? So don't think of music theory as something dry and dusty and boring and the nuts and bolts. It's the putting together. And in essentials of music theory, you're going to look at these parts, but you're always going to look at them in context. They'll always be about something. And I firmly believe that assessment, the end result, if you like, is something that is grounded in real world practice. There's no point just completing a test to prove that you can transpose to B flat. What does that mean? Well, it will mean something if you've got a clarinetist and you need to write a part for them really rather quickly. I had this when I used to work in pit bands. I used to have to orchestrate, and these were the days before computers and printers were commonplace. You know, you would have a quick rewrite of the music because the director had told you, you need to shift this round. We need this to be a shorter scene. So you'd have to write the parts out quickly. And if I knew how to transpose, it means I could do my job. If I didn't know how to transpose, I'd have been fired. So I hope you enjoy this module. Please engage with it and remember the golden rule of this. This is grounded as music theory in practice. It's the act of doing and thinking and connecting music theory.